Now friends, come to this particular introductory question, but actually this was one of the very old examination question, but I have converted into with all these various permutations and modified version, but it's a very good quality question. Okay. Now I have always told you that friends, if you please read each and every question two times before I start the discussion only. Okay. Now see, in this particular case there are four partners. Okay, and profit and losses equally, they sharing it equally, and the profit is 1 lakh rupees. Okay, these 1 lakh rupees is after the deduction of the following items. Okay, so let me do the basic computation first of all, and thereafter I will go step by step to each and every variation of 1 2 3 4 and all that. Okay, so 1 lakh rupees, 1 second, let me do it like that. Okay, you also start drawing the column and keep on updating the answer, because many variety of computations will keep on coming, but understand the hardcore concept, things will be very clear. So a lot of practice you will get here. Okay, so 1 lakh rupees is your profit. This is after the deduction. Okay, so to that I'll have to add the entire interest, entire remuneration. I can add everything, but I will just for the sake of simplicity, I can just group it, add 48,000, 60,000, everything first of all I have to add. Okay, this is on account of remuneration. Thereafter I will add interest, 36,000. Okay, totally added, total is 3,16,000. Okay, out of this interest as the deduction I'll have to give it first. Okay, now the basic condition is that their partnership deed should provide for it, for remuneration and the interest. That means there should be authorization of the partnership deed, it should be working partner and all that, but for interest that working partner condition is not there. Okay, so when it comes to the interest, see, come to the provisions, but no, I'm not turning right, I'll show you some other time. You have to scroll a lot of pages. Okay, so interest, for that, even if you are not a working partner, that is okay, because interest is on the capital. Okay, so interest on loan, now see, this is on loan. Okay, so as per section 40b, it is not necessary that interest has to be on the capital. It is interest to partners. Okay, so whether it is on a capital account, whether it is on a loan account, everything is covered, and of that 12%. Okay, so 2,25,000 into 12%. Okay, that is 27,000. Okay, 27,000. Here in the bracket I can write the actual is 36, limit is 27, whichever is less. Okay, like that I can do. Thereafter I will get something called as the book profits, that is 2,89,000. Okay, on the book profits up to rupees 3 lakhs, it is 90% of 1,50,000. So I'm not crossing the 3 lakh rupees. So straight away 90% is going to be 2,60,100. Okay, or 1,50,000, whichever is more. So it is 2,60,100. That is going to be the limit. 2,60,100 is going to be the limit. Now I'll have to see the eligibility of the respective partners. Okay, now Mr. A is not active partner, so Mr. A I will not consider. Okay, then Mr. B and C are actively engaged in the business, so B and C will be eligible. And for Mr. D, nothing is mentioned, that means no question of any remuneration. Okay, so A, B, C, A will not come in the eligibility because he is not a working partner. B and C is, B is 60,000, this is 72,000. D, no data is given, so forget it, 1,32,000. Okay, so the limit is 2,60,900, 60,100. Okay, 2,60,100 is the limit, subjected to the actual eligible criteria as per section 40b, that is 1,32,000. Okay, and whichever is less. So 1,32,000, because now your actual is only 1,32,000. So logically I can say whichever is less, but technically law doesn't say like that. So 2,89,000 minus 132, that means 1,57,000 rupees is my income. Okay, this is how my net computation will have to be carried out. Okay, now see, in this particular situation, find out the taxable income. I've done the taxable income of the firm as well as partners. Okay, so for the partners also I'll have to do A, B, C, D. Okay, whatever is the share. Now for that share allocation, you can do it by yourself. Okay, share will be exempt for everyone. Whatever is the interest, okay, and whatever is the remuneration. Okay, interest is going only to Mr. D. So 27,000 will go to Mr. D. Mr. A was taking the remunerations for the books, but under income tax it is not allowed because he was not a working partner. So A, nothing will be taxable in his personal computation. B will be 60,000. C will be 72,000. Okay, you will take the total A, B, C, D. This will become their personal computation of the respective partners. Absolutely clear. Okay, now see here. So this is my first situation. Now in the second, third, fourth situation, listen very carefully. You are required to taxable income of the firm and the partner on the assuming that section 44 AD the presumptive taxation is applicable, or 44 ADA presumptive taxation, or 44 AE presumptive taxation is applicable. In all the three situations, a ready-made figure of income of 3,20,000 has been given to us. Now before I go to what should I say, computation of 2, 3 and 4. See, supposing if my presumptive income is 3,20,000 given to me. Okay, so now I don't have to do that add remuneration, because presumptive income is after considering all the deductions. Okay, and this presumptive income is basically the net income. Okay, that is how it is to be understood. I will take you to that particular barrack provision. However, 44 AD, 44 ADA, or 44 AE. Okay, all the three situation is there. 3,20,000. Listen very carefully how the answer is going to change. Okay, now against this 44 AD, ADA or etc. incomes, can I get section 40B remuneration as the deduction? Now 40B remuneration calculation is very simple, as you have already understood. Okay, interest and remuneration. So the calculation wise it is no problem. It only thing that it will just change the numbers that you calculated on in the previous question. See, you calculated on 3,16,000 you calculated. Okay, from 3,16,000. So instead of 3,16,000 it is going to be 3,20,000, and accordingly you are start going to do the calculation. But question is, have you to give section 40B interest, remuneration, deduction or not? Okay, now under section 44AE the answer is yes. Beautiful point. Okay, under the 44AE the answer is yes. Okay, in other sections the answer is no. Okay, I will show you the relevant, first of all, the barrack provisions, that why it is like that. I will also show you my simplified version of the notes. I will show you the where I have already given you a summary of that. But first of all, I will take you to the barrack provisions. Okay, see, under the barrack provisions, 44 AD provisions, listen very carefully. 44 AD. Okay, look at this particular clause, very simple one. The deduction allowable under section 30 to 38 for the purpose of this particular clause shall be deemed to have been given a full effect. Okay, and no further deduction is to be given under any of the provisions. Okay, so this is one kind of a general purpose provision, because presumptive taxation means it is like a net income. Okay, so this, the whole purpose behind such provisions under section is that it is what presumptive income you are getting is a net income, as simple as that. Okay, exactly similar provision you will find in 44 ADA also. Everywhere you will find, see, 44 ADA also same duplicate provision, only that section number or subclause number can change. Okay, okay, that all the deduction allowable under 30 to 38 for the purpose of this clause have been deemed to have been already given the effect. No further deduction is to be given. No further deduction is to be given under those sections. Okay, but now you see the language of 44 AE, which is a unique language. Okay, see the subclause 3. Deduction allowable under 30 to 38 for the purpose of shall be deemed to have been allowed. No further deduction. See, no further deduction under those sections shall be allowed. Okay, however, there is a provision. Now look at this particular provision. Provision says that if assessee is a firm, if the assessee is a firm, salary interest paid to the partner shall be deducted it shall be deducted, okay, from the income computed under subclause 1, from the income computed under subclause 1, subject to the conditions and limits of section 40B. So of course it has to be within the limits of 40B, but it shall be allowed as a deduction. Okay. So this is one of the point. Listen very carefully. So from 3,20,000, okay, from 3,20,000, I will have to give the deduction. Okay. So if it is 44 AE, I will give interest deduction straight away 27,000. Now I am not doing that detailed working. And the remuneration is 1,32,000 because it is all subjected to the limit, and thereafter I am going to get my net income when it comes to 44 AE. But when it comes to 44 AD or ADA, no such deduction is to be given. So my net income again is going to be 3,20,000 only. Okay. This is something which is very, very clear. However, now detailed working I will keep on showing you. So you can just, if you have understood this particular working, that's more than sufficient. However, the detailed working I will keep on showing you on the screen, and you can, if you want, copy down the very formal answer also. But this understanding is very much required. Okay. Now, I have already answered this. See, 44 AD I have answered, AD I answered, and AE also I have already answered. Okay. Now, come to this point number 5. Point number 5 is work out the taxable income of the assessee on the assumption that it is a LLP in all of the above situation. So supposing if it is an LLP, then what is a difference in the terms of understanding and terms of computation? Okay. Now when it comes to the LLP, see, I want to show you 44 AD provision. First of all, okay. Under section 44 AD provisions, okay, the eligible assessee, individual HUF partnership firm who is resident, but not a limited liability partnership, That means LLPs are not covered for the purpose of section 44 AD scheme. So if 44 AD is applicable to the LLP, if you think like that some question give you the data that this is a presumptive income, we say no, we will not accept presumptive income because we have to go with the actual computation. Is that an actual computation? You already know. Okay. So when it comes to the LLP, this will be one of the differences when it comes to the computation, when it comes to this particular situation. Okay. So now, see, supposing if the assess is a LLP, okay, see how I will just change my answer. Okay. First of all, if it is an LLP, section 40B, normal remuneration, all that I will get. So my answer is again going to be this 2,89,000 minus remuneration and 1,57,000. Okay, 1 second. Now supposing if it is LLP, normal, my answer is going to be 1,57,000. That is after my remuneration and all that. Okay. Now 44 AD to LLP don't apply. That means I have to compute as per normal provisions only. No, that I'll have to do the computation. So that is again going to be 1,57,000. 44 ADA, LLP can be eligible. So there is nothing wrong. Okay. So there, when it comes to 44 ADA provision, I can go with the presumptive taxation. So my computation will be 3,20,000. Okay. And 44 AE, okay. Again, under 44 AE provisions, I will be eligible for presumptive taxation. But under 44 AE, I can also get interest and remuneration deduction. So 27,000 I am going to get, and remuneration of 1,32,000 I am going to get. And my net figure will be computed like this. Okay. This is how my answer is going to vary. Okay. So you can update your answer fully, and I will keep on showing you all the computation. And let me tell you that when it comes to the partner's personal computation, if the firm has got the deduction, then it will be taxable in the personal computation of the partner. So that is something very clear. So partner's computation depends on whether firm has got the deduction for the interest or the salary, bonus, remuneration, commission.